Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I'm very honored that we have with us Dr. Sanjay Bhave sir, who is the Vice Chancellor for Konkan Agriculture University at Dapoli, one of the most esteemed and highly ranked universities in the field of agriculture. And Dr. Bhave sir has been involved in the field of agriculture for several decades, one of the very well known names in agriculture in not only India but across the world, having published several highly accredited papers in acclaimed journals. And we have been very fortunate at ISKCON at Govardhan Eco Village for having established an MOU with Konkan Agriculture University, and we have been engaged in creating some demonstration plots, and a very interesting research is going on the growth of millets and the way the organic manures and various things which is being used with cow dung and cow urine based fertilizers, how it is having impact on the plants. Today we are living in a world where practically 70% of the world's water resources are being used for agriculture. But we are also living in a world where out of 4.2 billion tons of food produced, almost 1.3 billion tons of food is being wasted. We are living in a world where the food waste of UK, US, and Europe put together can practically feed 1 billion people. We are living in a world where almost 1.4 billion hectares of land is the amount of land where the wasted food is actually grown upon, if we calculate as per that. So, considering all of these angles, food is such an important aspect of each one of our life. And the Upanishads state, Annam Bahu Kurvita. We should grow more and more and more in such a way that real prosperity is defined in sharing the food which we actually create with everybody. And the last instruction given in the Mahabharata by Lord Krishna to Yudhishthir Maharaj is on how we can create prosperity in society by growing food and by sharing and distributing that food openly through Anna Kshetras. So, here in ISKCON, we have also been fortunate enough to be involved in the food distribution program for last several decades. And in the C20, we were coordinating the food and life vertical, and in the Brazil C20, we were coordinating the food systems hunger and poverty vertical. And as a result of that, an outcome of that, to enhance and create a conscious food system decade, we have recently established the Annapurna think tank as part of creating a conscious food decade. And the secretariat is led by IIM Ahmedabad and a few top people in this. And today, when Dr. Sanjay Bhave was with us at the Govardhan Eco Village, we have reached out to Konkan Agriculture University to also look at various avenues for collaboration with respect to the Annapurna think tank. So, with this background, I would now like to, you know, create a fantastic conversation with Dr. Bhave on what is going to be the future of education in agriculture, because today India is producing 1.5 million engineers every year, and so many doctors and so many chartered accountants. But looks like for parents in India, three kinds of profession don't seem to be on priority: to be teacher, to be farmer, and to be a soldier. And when we speak of agriculture, most parents think that, oh, agriculture means my children will be like farmers or they will associate with farmers or things like that. There are various misconceptions or ideas in people's mind. So I want to, take your opinion on how you look at the history of agricultural education within India for the last 50 years. What is the current situation and what do you see is the future?
Well, very nice question. With the beginning, see, just I was talking with your ISKCON people, and what I told them, only two professions are there in the world, which are there since 5,000 or 10,000 years back. One of those is agriculture, and another one is education.
Mm, that's
So, in
interesting.
fact, education is not a profession, but that is there, and which is going on. And another thing is there when you say the powerful nation. Which are those powerful nations? Which not those nations which are with weapons, or not those which are having, say, IT strong, but those sector which can feed their population very nicely. They are strong countries, and that is healthy. You can say healthy food. Those who are supplying, they are very strong countries. You can say, for that matter, India. India is not only rich with the farming community, but also India is a culturally rich country. So many people they come to vanish this culture,
Mm,
but still that culture is there. And agriculture is a part of that culture.
mm.
Probably only the profession where failure is not there. Because when people they say in Hindi we call apayesh. In agriculture that apayesh is not there. Either you get the success or anubhav. Apayesh is not there. Anubhav you get.
Experience.
Experience you get. And this is fact. See, 1952. And if you see our culture, as you were talking about 50 years back, see, our forefathers, they were doing the farming business, and that farming business we are still doing. Only the thing is that in 1960s, 70s, Western countries, what you are talking about, US, European peoples, they told us if you do this way agriculture, it's no more profitable. You have to shift from your system into inorganic system.
Mm,
And then we started doing this. Say in 2010 and that area, people started telling us this is not a correct agriculture. You have to do organic agriculture. This is what the word they are using. Organic agriculture. What it means, what our forefathers were doing. So it is our culture, it is part of our life. And that's why our we are in healthy conditions, our brain was healthy, so ideas were developed here, and everything was very right.
mm,
Now it's true that it's true that people are not ready to send their children to the agriculture,
mm,
but they forget. And now also some people they are sending. And agriculture, the mistake in taking agriculture as going in the farm and doing the business of farming. Apart from that, there is so many other businesses out there. We'll take for example, see my university, we have agriculture faculty, we have horticulture faculty, we have forestry, food technology, agriculture biotechnology, and so many others. So if you take for instance, consider agriculture as you are talking about, almost 30 to 40% agriculture produce are going to be waste. Where we can convert this into whether we can process it properly and give it to the people, it is possible, and we are working on it and clear cut processing technology have been developed. If somebody comes in the field of agriculture, he can do that. Processing is there. Same way, agro-tourism is a part. As I'm here in ISKCON today
right.
in Govardhan village,
Mm,
this is spiritual spiritual tourism what you are calling it. But if you have an agriculture part into this, then that will become spiritual agriculture tourism.
perfect.
People will come here,
Mhm.
they will enjoy whatever they, because nature is ultimately the thing, like and whatever these people they will do, they will get some knowledge. As Sri Krishna was telling to the Partha, sarva karma khilam
Mm.
Partha.
Gyani
So
Vaisnava.
whatever you do, whatever you get, whatever that will add
Knowledge.
knowledge to you. And therefore, coming over here
Hmm.
in this Govardhan villa,
Hmm.
doing nothing, just sitting with you, you'll get the knowledge. As you know, in the Mumbai,
Hmm.
in local trains, you just stand outside the train, people will take you inside. Same way here. I just have a round here. And I thought, if you could turn into this kind of agro-tourism, will be the part of getting earning to the farmers.
Correct.
Because see, urban areas, I am from Konkan area. 6 metropolitan cities are there. Young children are not knowing from where they are getting the vegetables, where they are getting the nutmeg
Very
or
true.
say black pepper or say
Even
many
jeera,
medicinal plants. They are not knowing it.
jeera, haldi.
Jita haldi. So if they visit in my area or a haldi plot, better they can see there.
Correct.
They can
Experience.
they experience it.
Feel it.
They feel it. They will grow it. And another in tourism, they will purchase it from there and they will tell to the people that yes, I have worked here in this farm. I have worked and I produce this. You take from me. So these all things are there. And now, yes, my one student, I will give you example of him. He has done very good work in stingless bees, and he is selling that honey
Mhm.
at the rate of 6,000 rupees per case. And that to be, you have to order say for 5 months before,
wow.
then you are getting. So this kind of thing is there. Then one of my students, Sahkari, he started his business agriculture, tourism in Goa,
Mm-hmm.
say 10-15 years back. When he started, footprints were just 10 to 15 per day. Now more than 1,000 per day.
Wow.
And the fees are say around 1,200 rupees or 1,500 rupees to see their farms.
Mm.
So agriculture is having very good day, but how you look into that is important. As I told you, only one case, processing factor I told you, then agro-tourism I told you. Apart from that, if you take the example of forestry,
Mm.
because forestry and agriculture are very close together. But here, one thing you should be very clear that nobody should change your agriculture into cash making agriculture.
Mm.
Because agriculture, people they mistake as saying that agriculture, we are not getting money from it, not getting exact whatever we put, we are not getting 40% of it or 50% of it. Thing is that what about the happiness you are getting? Agriculture is not just for making the money, happiness is also there, satisfaction is there.
Mm.
So so it's not the matter, पैसे से पैसे वाला हो सकता है, श्रीमंत नहीं हो सकता. Same way, from money you can be a millionaire, but
Correct.
not a great
Satisfied.
satisfied person.
धन और अर्थ में डिफरेंस है.
डिफरेंस है. ये सब एग्रीकल्चर में है. अब बोलेंगे तो अभी पास्ता खाने वालों को कैसे, हाउ यू कैन टेल टू द पास्ता पीपल और स्विगी पीपल, सो दैट इज डिफरेंट. But at the end of the day, I tell you, the young generation, I believe, particularly Indian generation, I believe that they are coming back to their spiritual level. They are reading your Gita, they are reading your Adhyatmic things, and it is fact.
Right.
Because I have more than 4,000 students in my university. I have seen that many people, they are going through this, and they are saying this. So this is Vedic agriculture. In earlier days, agriculture was like this. Now this, shifting this, and now, as you know, for instance, a cow.
Cow.
Now these people, now one of my students, he stood up and told me, sir, cow is not for milk anymore now. It is for Panchagavya now. It's fact.
Mm.
So we should not be too much pessimistic. We should be optimistic that yes, our students, our young generation coming for the forestry than matter, because forestry and agriculture, I used to tell to the people, don't change your agro system anytime. If you change the agro system, there will be problem. My Konkan is having paddy-based agro system. I always advocate to go for paddy-based agro system.
Go local.
Local. If you try to change it into cash-making agriculture, say for introducing soybean crop or maize crop, then there will be problem. Where there is a change in agro ecosystem, there are such problems are there.
Correct.
And that is why reason when we have changed our agro ecosystem into say wheat based or say rice based, adding some inorganic fertilizers, you say, in 1970s, 4,500 lakh hectare area
Hmm.
supposed to be the fertile soil of Ganga belt
Wow.
was totally become problematic soil
My God.
because of heavy use of fertilizers.
Fertilizers.
And now it's very difficult to reclaim it. And therefore, organic farming for healthy India is a must.
Wow.
This is one.
So nice to hear this from you.
Huh. And therefore, we are working on that angle. We don't want now see what I am telling to my scientists. If you want to increase the yield levels, at least you maintain the yield level,
Hmm.
but supplements like inorganic fertilizers or other things you should stop. We have to go for organic farming. And see, now what has happened, our animal components we are missing.
Hmm.
So when we incorporate our animal components into our agriculture,
Like animal components.
cows,
Hmm.
goats, buffaloes, as I am telling you, it's Panchagavya. If you introduce into our agriculture, definitely it will become profitable, number one. Number two, if we maintain our forest as such,
Hmm.
forest people, what they say, they wrongly put up before us that forest means just growing forest trees in monoculture style.
Hmm.
It's not the forest. I have certain problems in South Konkan where horticulture based was there.
Okay.
So we have increased our mango plantation from 7,000 hectare area to 125,000 hectare area,
Oh wow.
and cashew from 15,000 hectare area
Hmm.
to 175,000 hectare
Oh
area.
wow.
But which area we have used here? That is of the forest. And
Right.
then monkeys and other wildlife, they are coming to your area,
Hmm.
and that is little bit problem, but we can overcome it because
Right, right.
wildlife is part and parcel of our agro ecosystem,
Hmm. Absolutely.
and accordingly we have to manage that.
Agree.
Then secondly, my agriculture student should come, or brilliant student should come in the agriculture. Why I'm saying is because not only for processing other thing, but for urban agriculture, we have not so far thought over it.
Hmm.
What kind of plantation should be there in urban areas?
Hmm.
What kind of things should be there in terraces of the urban areas,
Hmm.
balconies of the urban areas, then cooperative societies of the urban areas? We have not so far studied it.
Got
So
it.
these people have to come and study it.
Absolutely. I really appreciate the strong emphasis on organic agriculture because, as the Vice Chancellor of a very famous established agriculture university, many people have this conception that all our old agriculture universities are all in favor of NPK farming. That's the kind of conception many people have. It's a misconception. Now, hearing from you directly, the strong emphasis you are putting on organic farming, it's very hope giving, and we can avoid situations like the Cancer Express and things like that, which is affecting people in a big time. Coming back to your own journey over several decades of being a faculty in agriculture and seeing the various trends. So, what are some of the most promising trends in agriculture for the young people to feel very much inspired by as of today? Because today, as you can see, that tech plays a major role and a lot of startups are happening. So many young people are looking for opportunities to have agriculture based startups. So, in your experience, you could share your experience of some really notable, inspiring success stories of technologies, emerging trends, and startups for young people to feel inspired by.
See, before pandemic,
Mhm.
most of our population was running towards the cities.
Correct.
After pandemic, they started coming back to their home,
Mm.
villages. And there, our responsibility as a university was increased.
Got it.
We have to give something to their hands so that they will retain there. As I was telling you earlier, processing. See, now we are also doing processing in, for instance, say mango. Mango pulp is a common thing people are getting. But if they could go for making slices and preserving it and selling it, that will be the great for them. They will be the very good startup for them.
Mm.
Another startup now coming to the people is people are preferring it's tender cashew nut, tender cashew kernel, you can say cashew nut kernel. It's making a good price, premium price for the people. Say for two such nuts, people are paying 10 rupees. Then ornamental plants, based on the requirement of the people. For instance, as I was telling, for balconies are there.
Okay.
There you can give two black peppers,
Mm.
and from that they will get 1 kg or 2 kgs of black peppers every year.
Wow.
They can produce their leafy vegetable.
And that's the requirement for the whole year is taken care
Yeah,
in their balcony.
healthy. As we are talking about organic farming,
Mm.
that concept sits. Organic farming, see, plant is not knowing from where that nitrogen is coming,
Correct.
organically or inorganically. But what about the soil? Ultimately, the health of the people that come from the
Soil health.
soil to plant, plant to animal, animal to human being.
Perfect.
And here the role is there in new concept. Just I was talking about you ISKCON people, that you have to give such kind of see, now in organic farming, people they need vermicompost.
Mm.
Whom they will give?
Correct.
That startup is there. You have to,
Got it.
if you have a goshala, if you have cows and other things, you can go for making vermicompost in tons,
Fantastic.
and there is a huge market.
Mm.
You can go for gomutra, cow urine,
Cow urine.
great market nowadays. Then your ornamental plants,
Mm.
that plants, which are plants for inside the house, they need some different plants which are emitting more oxygen. Outside, different plants, and these all things will be done by these people. And startup means what? It's not today. This is there. This plant is there. After 4 5 days, you will habituate for this. So you have to replace it. So that library should be there.
Got it.
Ornamental plant library should be there, and every 8 to 10 days somebody will come and replace it. So this also a startup. Not VVG is not the only person to do this. We are also equally. So we have to develop such kind of things. So now cashew apple we are just doing. We can go for carbonated cashew apple juice drinks. Then so many things are there.
Got
So apiculture is there.
Mm. Mm.
Then only the thing is that how you will do the market.
Correct. Correct.
The marketing funda that you have to learn from the people. But it's there in nature. It's there in market. If you say Gauti means locally prepared.
Mm.
People they take at any So agriculture, see, number of crops are there.
Mm.
Each crops number of processing different products are there, and number of eating preference of the consumers are there.
Mm.
So sky is the limit. Only you have to catch it.
Correct. Correct. Fantastic. This is really amazing to hear about such possibilities, and especially in a land which is so varied like Bharat, where practically every few kilometers the preferences of people change, and that variety needs to be preserved. And I'm very glad that uh, your very esteemed university, Konkan Agriculture University, along with Govardhan Eco Village, is coming together for multiple collaborations. And one of the new exciting collaborations which we are excited about is the Govardhan Eco Village has launched officially their study abroad program for hosting students from universities across the world for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or even up to the full semester. And we are very much working closely with Univ Assist, a firm in America, which is helping us in this collaboration. And when the students from, say, CUNY, Stanford, or any of the other universities like Utah, Cornell, Princeton, when they come here to the Govardhan Eco Village, which they have done in the past, the students have been engaged in multiple projects, and the projects include projects connected to sustainability and especially agriculture. So we are in dialogue with Dr. Sanjay Bhave sir to create certain programs for these students where faculty from their esteemed university would be coming to actually curate and deliver some customized program related to organic farming, both theory and the practical
Sure.
element, which will also enhance the overall experience of students from across the world on the special feature of agriculture within the Bharatiya tradition,
Sure.
especially utilizing all kinds of natural resources. So it has been a very, very great privilege and pleasure to connect with you, Dr. Sanjay, and make sure that you are here at the Govardhan Eco Village, a sustainable farm community accredited to United Nations, and this fantastic collaboration between Konkan Agriculture University and the Govardhan Eco Village is something which is very close and dear to our heart, and we hope and pray that in years to come we will take this collaboration to the next level of impact and effectiveness to spread the message of effective and powerful agriculture far and wide. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thank you.
And on behalf of all the viewers, we are very honored to have such an esteemed faculty as you with us this afternoon.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.